Hello everyone, this is Nidhi Goyal, Assistant Professor at KIET Group of Institute. Today in this video, I'll be telling you about the consensus protocol and we'll be discussing about the different algorithms in it. So let us understand what a consensus protocol is. So we have already discussed about the consensus. The consensus means here is when where the word is used for the agreeing to the same agreement with all the peers. So we are using the consensus protocols over here. So the aim of these algorithms is one that all the peers has to agree on the single value. So for that, we have the different algorithms. So we have Paxos, we have RAFT, we have Byzantine fault tolerance. So in this video, we'll be discussing about the Paxos. So what is Paxos? So Paxos, as I said, the main objective of these kind of algorithm is to have a single it is just to choose a single value if there is a fault in the network or if there is any crash in the network. So Paxos is basically proposed by the Lamport in 1989 to reach the consensus over the distributed system. So Paxos can be implemented in a real systems to ensure the consensus. Assumptions for Paxos as protocol is that it should be the network should be the consensus and one-to-one communication. There should not be any Byzantine. So these are some assumptions of the Paxos protocol. All right. So what do you understand by this algorithm? How it works? So actually, the in the Paxos we have the proposers and the acceptors. Okay, so we can say these are the states of an peer. All right. So what proposers do? Proposer receives the request from client and try to convince acceptor to accept their proposed values. Right. For example, I'm in the network. I'm acting as a peer, and I'm also the proposer. For example, I'm saying I'm requesting everyone to watch a movie one. All right. There's another proposer who is asking and trying to convince other peers. Let's go for a movie too. Right now, there is no one single value where all the peers are agreeing to it. One proposal is saying something else, another proposal is saying something else. So other peers we calling as the acceptors, which are not proposer, we are calling as acceptors. They have to choose movie one or movie two. All right. So based on what algorithm they are choosing and how the consensus can be agreed to this kind of a situation when it happens. So proposers when it receives a request from client and try to convince acceptor to accept their proposed values, and acceptors accept certain proposed values from proposer and let proposer know if something else was accepted. All right, if I am a acceptor and I have choose that I have to go for a movie too, so I have to reply to proposer one also that I have accepted the proposal of a proposer two. All right, so that response I have to give to all the proposers. And the third state is the learners. Learners are the one who announce the outcome. They announce the outcome in the senses what a single value where all the peers are agreeing to it. That are the learners. So basically we have the three states in this network. We have the proposer, we have the acceptors, and we have the learners. So these are, I can say, the characters, right? So the Paxos is a two-phase protocol actually. The phase one where a proposer asks all the working acceptors whether anyone already received a proposal. If answer is no, the it proposer value. All right. In the phase two, if a majority of acceptor agree to this value, then that is our consensus. Right. For example, if acceptor there are five acceptors, all right, and then out of five, three acceptors accept that we will go for the movie too. So what learner will do? Learner will see what the majority of the acceptors have accepted. So majority have accepted the movie too. So the consensus will be the single value for entire network will be the movie 2. Alright, so that will be comes in the phase 2. So, let us understand by this diagram. We have two proposers and three acceptors and the learner. So, proposer, what proposer do? Proposer propose a value should be chosen by the consensus. The acceptor forms a consensus and accept the values, right? And the learner, what learner will do? The learner, whatever the value was chosen by each acceptor, according to that it will take the decision. So as I said, in the phase 2, all the majority, whatever the sectors have chosen, the majority of the sectors have chosen will be the single value for the entire network. That will be the consensus. All right, so the proposal 1 forms a timeline and the biggest number considered up to date, right? Whenever the proposer sends a request, it prepares a proposal number, as I can say, the P number, right? So next, each acceptor compares the received proposal number with the current known value of all the proposer prepared message. Now, how the acceptor is going to accept the proposal or decline the, on basis of, it will check the proposal number which is sent by the proposer. If it is if it is a bigger than this, then it is accepted, otherwise it is rejected. So this is how the acceptor is going to accept it. So accepting and decline whether prepare accepted or not. The proposal number is the biggest number that acceptor has seen. Accepted values, already accepted values from other proposers, as you can see in this diagram. So if you can see this diagram where we have the proposer who is asking for the who is proposing, who is trying to convince the value which the proposer is giving. So if the majority of the acceptor reject the proposal, then what proposer has to do? A proposer has to update the latest proposal. Otherwise, the majority of the acceptors having accepted values, if yes, proposal will cannot be chosen and it will send to the accepted message, right? So this is how we do. Now, accepting a value. So accepting a value based on the proposal number. That's what we can do. And how the learner can be notified? The learner can be notified, as I said, all the acceptors will see what majority of the acceptors have chosen. So if the majority of them have chosen, let's say for the movie 2, the learner will tell, okay, the consensus will be achieved on the movie 2. So decision will be taken as the movie 2, not the movie 1. So this is how we use. This is what the Paxos algorithm is, where we have the acceptors, we have the learner, and we have the proposer. Right? Okay. So also remember the Paxos and the raft. What the two algorithms which we are going to learn in the next video. So the Paxos are only algorithm when there is we can use the Paxos only when there is a fault in the network, or we can say when the network is crashed. All right, so this is also one of the thing that we have to understand. If there is a malware, if there is a malicious system in our network, then Paxos will not work. The Paxos algorithm will not work there. For that, we have a different algorithms. All right. If you have any doubt in this algorithm, you can comment me. That's all for Paxos. The next video will be talking about the draft. Thank you.